Alright, we're back to normal. Maybe not the greatest, but at least the audio will stay in sync this way. So, there's a grenade on that cabinet. We're in a house. I thought this was just some kind of random house that we found. But seeing how there's strange men upstairs playing a piano, which means there's multiple pianos in this house. And no one's worried about this guy. I suppose that this is Parker's house. Not that he necessarily owns it, but I assume he's been here before. And evidence of Laura's anorexic state, I assume. What's Parker got to say? Again.
Look, isn't there anything else you can tell me? You may be the key to uncovering the relationship between what's happening now and what happened to the dinosaurs. Hey, what'd you do that for?
She can't remember anything. Why don't you just leave her alone?
And she can't talk either.
I didn't know.
If you like aliens so much, I can introduce you to some I know. My mother was abducted by aliens.
Really? When did it happen? Was it an isolated event or were there recurrences?
I was just kidding. Not too bright, are you?
I got you bright.
Come on,
Random
let's leave
tone
Captain
change.
Cosmos here alone and get some rest.
She crying or laughing? What the hell? And so we should start the fight from this angle now.
Let's go out for a while after we rest. Maybe we'll find out something. I'd really like to get off this mountain. And you have to find that guy David, too.
Resting is very important in games like this. In-game resting. What every gamer wants. Oh, we have a multitude of doors. I want to check out this piano guy, though. This is one of those parts of the game where you don't really want to advance the story before exploring everything. But I don't know which will advance the story. Checking on Jenny? Janny? Did they decide how to pronounce her name yet? Or this piano guy? We'll take, well, more or less we're flipping a coin. Random constants.
Who's there? Who's there? Mother? Is it you? Guess not. Go away! I don't know who you are or what you want, but I have to play this song right! Practice, 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 practice. Do you understand? Now leave me alone!
If that's not evidence that he's an alien, I don't know what is. Or possibly these statues we're passing. Does Parker have a whole bottle of wine to himself? Well done. I'd like to recap the story up to now, but I can't say I'm sure what's going on. I'm a bit confused by the photo she had. Oh, Johnny. Why would you have these under your bed? The photo she had just before we entered, or inserted disc 3, and before she collapsed in the storage room.
Mommy, help me.
I'm rather bad with faces, especially in video games when they all have similar maps anyway. I don't think that picture was David, or of any character we've seen so far, but I might just be forgetful. I'm tempted to imagine it's someone related to Laura, but that kind of ruins the emotional element if it's a character we haven't seen yet. But whatever. Beyond that, we have a somewhat popular Japanese theme of extinction. What was that anime that also featured a similar storyline?
Laura, just a minute. Why don't you just rest for a bit?
Where are we supposed to rest? This ugly, beautiful world is what the anime I was thinking of. Rest in chair. What? Where extinction is a physical entity. And it comes back to the planet. You know, it destroyed the dinosaurs first. It says it comes back every few million years, billion years, whatever. Judges the dominant species and wipes them out 99% of the time. Now, where am I supposed to be? Hey, look, stuff. It seems this game has some kind of point with that. Perhaps Laura is a personification of mass extinction? That's not the proper way to explain what I'm thinking she is. You know, the element of judgment or something. She is possibly part of a cosmic force that lived naturally as a human, so her other half could come to the planet, see what kind of person she became, and judge us all based on that. And I thought there was more than that here, but apparently not. So we got a map. Maybe now they'll let us outside. Yeah, I'm most likely just spouting nonsense by connecting completely different mediums, different companies, different storylines, all together. Can I leave now?
Laura, just a minute.
Maybe we're supposed to continue this conversation?
Aren't you even a little bit interested? The meteor that eventually killed off the dinosaurs and the one that hit this time. If what we're looking at here is the final wake-up call, the human race could be... I guess I'd better shut up before she throws something else at me.
It says the human race could be, but if it is what he thinks it is, I think the human race already would be doomed. But then there'd be no point to playing this game.
That man upstairs. Not much fun to talk to, huh? I guess we should be grateful that he's letting us use his house. You must be tired. Try and get some rest.
Actually, That might make a bit of sense if Laura is a personification of a supernatural force deciding, you know, humanity's
Thank you,
potential future.
Mommy.
Because Kimberly is also more than she appears to be. They seem to be avoiding directly showing that she's purely human. She spat out blood that one time, but we didn't get to see the wound. She just spat out blood. So possibly, if Laura, being the protagonist, represents humanity's hope for a positive future, and she's white, directly, I guess, and yes, racistly, but Kimberly is possibly humanity's potential to die.
God of destruction, allow me to reach you and be in your presence. Grant your great powers unto me.
But like I said, I don't know. There seems to be a lot more in the plot going on with the supernatural elements. But then again, I've overthought this stuff before.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
You shouldn't take that
Who are
stuff.
you to tell me what I can and can't do?
I know I don't have any right, but I just want you to take control of your life.
Spare me the speeches.
Bad
You've
time
got
for an
to
intervention.
understand, it's wrong to give yourself over to these chemicals. You won't be yourself anymore.
As if anyone cares.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, well, I do. You can't just drift in a narcotic dream and call it life. You're bartering yourself away for a make-believe world, paying with pain, yours and others. So what's the difference between that and how those pathetic monsters exist?
Hers was prescribed?
Fine. There's not much chance that I'll make it out of here anyway. And even if I did, I'd just be alone again. In the dark. I'd rather turn into a monster and not have to think or remember or feel anything anymore.
Don't say things like that. I'm so sorry.
Taking a personal...
Don't bother. For all your fancy talk. You're just like
not
any
your
other
fault, is
man.
it?
All you need is an excuse to start hitting.
That's why Kimberly prefers
It's not
girls.
true. I just want to help. I only
Slap her
want
again.
to make you feel safe.
Slap her again.
You're...
Morning. Sorry you had to see me at my worst again. I know he's right, but I just can't seem to act normal around men. I feel like such a wreck. Are you going out too? Well, be careful. I'll stay here. Okay?
Someone's got to do something with that girl's self-esteem issues. You shouldn't have to feel bad when someone beats you and attempts to impose their personal beliefs on your, you know, something that presumably took a lifetime of actions to become a consequence. You know, prescribed drugs. What I mean is Kimberly has a reason to act the way she does. What does Parker think he knows about her? That would empower him to act with such force. I guess nothing but the presumption that the audience would be on his side because he's anti-drugs. But who knows? Whoa! We're going all Silent Hill on us here. No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted to do when I approached the steps. At least there wasn't separate animations for going up the steps and opening the door. But now we have to go back outside. Actually, I shouldn't, because I prefer to keep my videos under 15 minutes. Or possibly over already. I can't do the math. Anyway, that's enough talka. We're going to try and accomplish something next episode. Thanks for watching, and I hope I didn't ruin anything for you. Ciao!